Hi, my name's Chloe and I'm going to be helping you decide if you want to go to sixth form or college, or what are other options out there for you after your GCSEs. Because me personally, I went to sixth form and I personally love it, but it's not for everyone obviously. The first thing you need to actually figure out before we think about anything else is, what do you think actually works best for you? Do you prefer sitting in a classroom, or can you actually work in a classroom? Do you work in a classroom, or do you find it difficult to concentrate in lessons? Because if that is the case, sixth form I don't think would be the best for you, because obviously sixth form is basically exactly like high school, but you have so much more freedom. You're sat in a classroom, obviously, if you break your lunches, but you have studies and frees. It's basically it. Obviously, I've done 3 A-levels, so you can pick 4, but the minimum is 3. Or if sitting in a classroom doesn't work for you, maybe consider going to college to do a BTEC or an apprenticeship or something like that when you're out and about, or etc, etc. And I don't know if this is every sixth form or is only sixth forms that do this, but in my sixth form, we only do A-levels there. So I think you need to take that into consideration going into sixth form. It's very, very, very intense. A load of teachers will tell you in high school, A-levels are the most intense thing you are going to do. Obviously, unless you go to uni, that's stepping it up a notch. So you need to take that into consideration, honestly. And another thing is, do not follow what your friends do. Obviously, you're going to be wanting to be with your friends and want to go wherever they go, but you honestly need to think about what is going to work for you. And that might be hard. You might, yeah, but like, my friends, no. You will make friends wherever you go. It might be challenging, it might be difficult, but trust me, for your own education, for yourself, put yourself first. Obviously, you're going to be able to see your friends whenever. You get what I mean? Because I know a lot of people only go to a certain college or sixth form or doing a certain apprenticeship just because their friends are doing it. Don't do that. I made the mistake of going to sixth form because that's what everyone else was doing. Big mistake there, but I've grown to love it, so I'm happy. But yeah, and especially course-wise, don't just pick things that your friends are doing. Pick things that actually you enjoy. And it might sound cringy, corny, whatever. You always hear in high school where it's like, oh, if you choose something you like, it's never really working a day in your life. I think we've all heard the famous phrase. It honestly is real. I didn't really think about it when I was in high school. I thought, yeah, whatever, everyone's gonna say that. No, you should really take it into consideration, because I mean, I love the subjects I do. I currently do art, photography and English literature A-levels, which very intense, 2 coursework heavy subjects, and then we have English literature. And I took English literature. I'm the most dyslexic person you'll ever meet, honestly. And everyone was like, Chloe, why are you taking English lit? You're so dyslexic. I was like, oh guys, I know, like, what the hell am I doing? But in GCSE, I loved English literature. I loved the analysis. I loved everything about it. And I did decide to take it. And obviously there are the bits that are challenging because I am dyslexic, but I love it. So I like doing it. Say you like doing, for instance, chemistry, right? Maybe that's a bad example. Let's choose maybe RS, right? RE, some other places, religious studies. Say you like that, but you aren't really the best at it, but you love it, you like it a lot, you're passionate about it, do it. If that's something you think, hey, maybe that would work for something I want to do in the future, do it. Like, because I see a lot of people at sixth form, they're only doing the subjects that would get them for instance, people are doing 3 sciences because they want to go into medical school. Don't just do that. Do something that you actually enjoy. If you're really, really passionate about going into medical school, sure, go ahead, do that. But there's so many other options that you don't just have to do those just to get into medical school. Do you get what I mean? Like, think about other alternatives, basically. And other things I would recommend doing is definitely going to open evenings and stuff like that, to do with any college or sixth form. Even if you're not 100% sure that you even want to go there, I would go there anyway. I know there was this college I was looking at that I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to go, because I was very set on going to the sixth form. That was my goal. I wanted to go to the sixth form I'm at now, but I did have a college in mind I also maybe wanted to go to if I didn't get grades I wanted to go to sixth form. I guess I'm trying to say is, make sure you always have a backup option. Don't always rely on one thing, and I'm sure teachers will tell you this as well. You don't want to be that person on results day where you're in tears because you didn't get the results you wanted, and now you're like, you've got to get your whole family driving you around to colleges to try and get you in. Because I had a friend who didn't get the grades she quite wanted, and unfortunately she spent the whole day after results day driving around to different colleges to see who would let her in. Don't be that person. Apply for every single college you might want to go into, because it's better to have a load of options than not a lot. You could be applied to 5 and you could only show up to 1. Like, obviously maybe drop an email being like, hey, I'm going somewhere else, but you obviously you don't need to, but maybe just, you know, as a nice way. But yeah, go to the open evenings, go to anything, just see how it's like, and subject wise, because when I was picking English Lit, obviously I loved it, but it was very last minute because I didn't get the quite phrase I wanted to do psychology, and so my backup, because obviously I loved English Lit, my backup was English Lit. So always look at every single subject they do, because you might be on results day and you don't get the grades you quite need for a certain subject and you have to pick something else, but then you're like, oh gosh, I didn't look at anything else. Don't just look at the subjects you want to pick. Look at everything, because that could be you on results day. So I didn't end up looking at English Lit, and I didn't realise you had to do a load of this coursework stuff and redo poetry and English Lit as well. Yeah, learn the hard way, guys. Don't be like me. Let's say you have fully decided you want to go to sixth form, etc, etc. My personal advice, obviously you don't need me to tell you what to bring to sixth form. Paper, pens, books, obviously notepads. They don't provide them, at least mine didn't. They don't provide notebooks for you. They expect you to have those highlighters, anything, sticky notes. I have some on my wall, literally above my bed, right there, on standby. Always have sticky notes. Oh my gosh, what are they called? The clip things, pieces of paper together, and obviously plastic wallets. I have so many plastic wallets everywhere in my room. You cannot have like enough. You don't need me to tell you to have all that. The thing is, when you go to sixth form, it is very, like, if you go to the, what are they called, the open evenings, they will tell you, oh, we're all like a family. It really is like that. Sixth form, you're so close together, and obviously with teachers as well, you get that one-on-one with teachers. That's why I really decided to go to sixth form instead of college, because of the fact that everyone was so close and you get that one-on-one with teachers. Because personally, I really struggle in a big classroom because I need that one-on-one, because, like, I don't know, I just do, I work best like that. And obviously I thought how do I learn? How does Chloe learn? What is best for me? College wasn't, there's obviously bigger classes in college. I wasn't going to get as much one-to-one as I do in sixth form. So sixth form was great for that. If you work best in a classroom and you work best with one-to-one all the time, basically, sixth form is probably a good option for you. But obviously, you need to research around. Another thing you need to be aware of in sixth form is, obviously, I've already said everyone's so close, but you will gain so many new friends in there. It really is a nice atmosphere, at least the one I go to. Everyone is so close. The friendship groups you have in high school, because basically the sixth form I go to is an extension to the high school I went to. So I never left the high school premises, it's on the premises of the high school. So obviously most people from my high school year went to this sixth form I'm at now. And the friendship groups you have in high school, you have you mean girls, nerds, whatevers, that all changes. Those friendship groups start to lower down their walls, if you will. And yeah, it's quite nice because everyone just jumbles around, like, and yeah. But another thing is, because that is the case, you're human, you're not gonna mix around well with some people, you're not gonna be liked with everyone, you know. And there's so much drama can start in sixth form. Like, I don't know if it's just mine, but yeah, because everyone's so close, there's going to be some people who don't like each other. It's human. You're not going to like some people, you're not going to mix well with some people, but just be aware with that. But as long as you just keep to yourself, I mean, it's fine. Like, moving on to clothing in sixth form, obviously not all sixth form have this. Some sixth forms have uniforms, so you will need to check what sixth form you want to go to is, like, dress code, if you will, is. Mine, you can wear anything you want. Do dress comfy. Dress comfy. Everyone in my sixth form normally does. I found that in college, it's more like you have so many different people's styles in colleges, and it's more like out there. This is like so random, but everyone's like a fashion like show in there, basically. Like, but in sixth form everyone's wearing joggers and stuff, like joggers and jumpers and stuff, which is great. Like, honestly, dress comfy sixth form, because everyone's lounging around, everyone's fine. Obviously, in your studies, prioritize actually studying in your studies, because I cannot stress this enough. In year 12, you start off and you're like, oh yeah, this is great, and then you slowly get into things, and you slowly, like, because it's like awkward at first, because you're like, oh, new place, and you slowly start to settle, and slowly, and then it all hits you at once. Mocks come up and you're like, shit. Because in your studies and freeze, you won't study, because you're like, oh, this is exciting, whatever. Do study, do. The sooner you study, the less you're going to stress, and the better you're going to do. Learning this the hard way, and who knows, you might learn it the hard way as well. But it's not the end of the world. Just study. Can't stress this enough. Please do. Like, prioritize using your studies for actual study. Crack down. Do flashcards. Do whatever works for you. That's another thing you need to figure out, what works for you. I guess this whole video is like, what works for you. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. If anyone has any questions or anything to do with sixth form, college, or anything about year 12, year 13, drop comments below. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, notifications on, because I'm gonna try and do some more videos like this, maybe some daily routines, maybe study tips to help. Like, anything you guys want to see, just drop a comment below, like the video so I know you like it. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.